Gerbou, the word itself is saying welcome to my home, because we're a collective society. We like to feed people. We like to bring people together on one table.
Gerbou is about to, I feel, break a lot of norms in terms of the kind of restaurant that we are about to open in Dubai.
You will be dining in a gallery more than you are dining in a restaurant. Design really hits you with the moment that you hold the door handle.
The tables, the chairs, crockery, the chandeliers, produce, ingredients, everything is as much as possible made in the UAE, and we're very proud of that.
I think anybody who comes in will just be like, Gerbou, 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 come, come, come.
I'm used to the fresh fish in the morning. Someone from our home going and actually choosing the fish in the morning, or actually going to the farm on a weekly basis, not to the supermarket. Harvesting and bringing it to the table. For me, it's just bringing that into now, proving it still is relevant and still can exist, because that's the natural way of living.
As a culture, we've evolved. In terms of agriculture, we've evolved. We've evolved as a city, as a country, and I feel like the cuisine kind of has to fall into the same footsteps. And giving you that modern interpretation of traditional Emirati cuisine is something that we're very proud of at Gerbou.
Dubai is such an amazing city because you have different nationalities cooking different food. I think in our own portfolio of my restaurants, I had a Turkish chef cooking Italian food. I had an Indian chef who's making Japanese food. So the same goes for Yunus. Even though he's not from Dubai, he came way in advance to learn the ways around this cuisine.
My interview process was nerve-wracking. To have the opportunity to cook for Sheikh Latifah was by far the hardest thing I ever had to do in my life.
When he first arrived, I gave him a dish that's the local machbous. He just tasted it and tried to guess how to make it.
I didn't hear about the dish, I didn't try it, I didn't see it everywhere.
He actually made a deconstructed machbous, which was basically the chicken on its own kind of thing.
I would carry the chicken majbous in my hand and my legs started to shake. I was like, this is my chicken majbous. I was worried that maybe my chili was a bit too strong or my spices were a bit too high. I didn't want to not do justice to this beloved dish.
The machbous that he created was amazing, but at the same time, it was too conceptual, I think.
It was by far the hardest thing I ever had to do in my life. But all that hard work, it paid off.
I looked at Yunel the same way as I look at artists. Is he eager, first of all? And he is. Is he obsessive? Is he so detail-oriented, but then pulls out to look at the whole perspective? So I actually looked at him in that kind of sense.
I think it's every young chef's dream to become a head chef on their own. The last 6 months have been a roller coaster on learning and discovering, and not only knowledge, but myself. Morning, morning, pepper. Black line is there. Today is my first time as a head chef and our first service as a team.
Today, what is going to happen is like probably his life is going to change.
I have trained all my life, all my career for this exact moment.
The food that's going to be for Gerbou, we're going to source from local farms.
Head west.
Because, come on. My expectations before I arrived, they weren't very high. Because I said, oh, here is desert and nothing will grow and everything will be imported. And I was like so impressed. And even regular things like rice and saffron and vegetables and herbs and mushrooms, not only that they grow here, they are some of the finest I have ever encountered.
I think the term sustainable, for me, it's like a new term that's not a new term, because it's like saying organic. When we look at our grandparents, we didn't have to say organic.
I think what makes Gerbou unique as a space is the so many collaborations that have went into it that to make it come together, all the way from Tashkil in-house design team into interior designers that have really put the vision together. I don't think you'll find something like it that is so bespoke. I mean, all the way from the cutlery that you'll hold in your hand, all the way to the lighting pieces and furniture pieces that you'll be sitting on, and to the dinnerware that you'll be eating from. All of these pieces have been designed, in a sense, specifically for that restaurant, so you wouldn't find them anywhere else.
Opportunities like this don't come around all the time, where the client is so involved in design and they're so knowledgeable about design, and not only design but how to produce it locally.
I don't know of many or any Emirati restaurants, that are going to be like this. So it's a real great opportunity to showcase the creative hub of Emirati culture and design.
I don't think there are too many people who have gone ahead to try modernizing a contemporary style of Emirati cooking. So that being in the forefront, but also having hints of international cuisine attached to it, and using Arab and regional flavors and spices to uplift each menu. So that by itself changes the whole game.
How do we elevate from the very traditional, which is beautiful and soulful and nostalgic, into a contemporary perspective where we could create something that perhaps could even go internationally?